Hello everybody, and welcome back to The Long Dark. Don't forget to check the pinned comment down below for the word of the day and a health cookie. It's time for us to head back into our adventure, and guess what, this episode's a huge one, because finally we get to test our mettle in the, well, they used to be the endgame regions, but they're not anymore. But we get to test our mettle in Timberwolf Mountain, Ash Canyon, and then Blackrock, and I'm very excited about it. I'm really looking forward to it. So last night, as I said, I'm going to take a moment here and I'm going to open the text document responsible for helping me keep track of my caches. So I did indeed create a cache at this abandoned prepper site. I have everything marked down. Everything is ready. So we're going to just get straight to it. It is evening, so it's as warm as it's possibly going to be. Our carry weight is fine. We can manage the rope climb. Yes, it is time. Let's double check our match stores. Oh, plenty. Yeah, we can create 4 more outposts, and we're definitely going to find more matches on the way. 3 flares, of which we will find more at the top of Timberwolf. And you know what? I was thinking about this last night. We may actually end up finding a storm lantern up there. And I really hope we do. So, let's get started. Yes, this one coffee has lasted us since... God, how long? I think this one coffee has lasted us since Broken Railroad. We got it in Broken Railroad in the microwave at the maintenance shed, and we're still using that one coffee. Isn't that amazing? You can really stretch them out. So, on the way to the Mountaineer's hut, I'm gonna make it a point to gather as many sticks and birch bark as we can. Welcome to Jurassic Park. No, okay, welcome to Timberwolf Mountain. Alright.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Temperature-wise, we're doing fine, but that can change very quickly. And we're going to want to be careful now. The Mountaineer's hut is not 100% safe as a shelter, not until you have the appropriate animal hide clothing. It will be possible for us to freeze in there while we sleep. We're going to want to keep our head on a swivel right here, definitely, because this is a potential moose spawn up ahead. And the last thing we need is to get broken ribs before we are expected to do several different rope climbs. If I do attract a moose, I'll try to run right here and use this rock formation to lose him. Now, I don't think we're doing that climb today, but there are a few things we can do today. Crack open some of those cargo containers that are just lying around. As long as the weather holds, I see no problem with that. And as long as we're patient and we take this slow, our energy is always the bottleneck. When temperature is not the bottleneck, energy is. I gathered quite a lot walking here. Okay. Wood matches.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
And some extra wood. We'll just leave that stacked right there. Corpse with a computer found. Can't be a local. 66 sticks. That's not bad. 4 birch bark. Alright. Don't worry, I still haven't forgotten about the stim at the base of the ravine. One day we're going back there for that. Okay. We'll keep one flare on us, just in case, you know, getting chased in a blizzard and whatnot. Drop the birch sapling. Yeah, we need to have a good amount of carry weight available to us. We can leave extra matches here, for now. Ski jacket under the bed, and sometimes you can find a mag lens right under here. That's right, mag lens spawn location. Something behind that crate. Okay. We'll want to take a small bite with us. Whoa, wait, what? Oh, okay, I must have been scrolled down so I didn't see all that beef jerky. Sort things by condition. Alright, we'll take those. And that's our emergency camping in a cave food. We have to check out this fishing hut here because I have found a lantern in there before. And then we're going to make our way to the cargo container over there. And we're also going to head down to the base of the mountain because there's another cargo container there. We're going to search both while the temperature holds. And while we have the energy required to do so safely. Oh, memento hit. So that's just a cave system. Probably connecting to Ash Canyon. Here. You never would have thought to look in a cupboard? Wow. Okay, the route looks safe. We're gonna head to the crashed plane wing. How we doing on Tinder? We're not doing that good on Tinder. Let's grab some of these. That'll do for now. There's a bear ahead. I'd rather not tangle with her right now. But if you're feeling lucky, maybe you could take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Yeah, you don't shoot a bear with a bow unless you know what the fuck you're doing in this game. You gotta know exactly what the fuck you're doing. We're gonna take a little sprain risk here in exchange for avoiding that bear. There's a lot of wolves and deer that patrol this area. And very few places to lose a pursuit if I happen to be chased, so... Let's be careful, eh? I have to go down there. That's where one of the cargo containers is, I think. There is a deer nearby. I see a birch sapling as well that I should collect. I don't like how close that wolf is to the plane wing. By the way, if you ever get chased by a wolf, it's possible, I think. While you're sprinting, you can take out a torch and light it, and then you can turn around and throw that torch at the wolf. Or you can drop it on the ground and he'll stop at it. And then if you take out a stone and aim at him while he's stopped growling in front of the drop torch, then he'll run away. Damn. Let's try not to invoke his attention. Alright, he seems to be going off in the other direction. That's a deer to the right. Another deer to the right. Storm lantern! Oh! Oh, that feels good, but let's control the dopamine release. It's not that special. There are people who find it on day one, so I can't let myself be too excited. For the sake of my continued motivation. Dopamine's tricky, buddy. You gotta control that shit, or else it'll control you. That's why drug addiction is a thing. That wolf is chasing a deer. I'm gonna check out this cave over here. Having that storm lantern is... good. Not great. Can't be great, or else I'll fuck up my own head, but it's good. You stay away from me, asshole. You stay the fuck over there. I wish you could tame a wolf. Like, just give it enough meat, and then it learns to depend on you. It helps you. It, like, develops a bond with you. Maybe one day. Or maybe there will even be like a canine companion, like a dog, you know? That would be the perfect solution to the isolation in this game. Ooh,
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
a new matches
Feels like
spawn.
night is coming.
Alright. I was not expecting to find matches here. God, man, Timberwolf, there could be new loot anywhere. Up this hill, up those hills. There could be new shit literally behind any corner. But I have to be very pointed and very directional in my exploration and searching. I know where I need to go. I know why I need to go there. I don't want to get too sidetracked at any point. Alright, where's that birch sapling? I'm trying to get eyes on it. Let's make sure I don't accidentally walk into a fucking wolf, eh? Wolf tracks. There it is. Feasting on a deer. He'll be busy for a while. That's where we gotta go, right there. Enjoy your feast, pal. You've earned it. As long as you're not eating me. Carry weight wise, we can't pick up any more sticks. God, well, we are pretty full carry weight wise. We'll want to harvest that ski jacket. Maybe we can get some rest in the cave down here and get a little weight that way. When we try to get this cargo container, there is going to be a wolf patrolling around it. So maybe getting some rest before I try to loot that container would be a good idea. Let's try to maximize our windproof. Wind is coming from behind us, so as long as we keep going down this hill and then stick to the left wall at the bottom, we'll be alright. I almost wonder if I shouldn't do Ash Canyon before Timberwolf. The extra carry weight would help, but the flare gun will help me get through Ash Canyon. There's some horribly dangerous bottlenecks there, where you have to get close to wolves. So I think Timberwolf is the right call, upon consideration. The wind is a little against us. Let's try going to this wall. There we go. Gives us that extra speed boost as long as we're in a windproof place. Laptop Guy Cave is down here. Guy who's not a local. Where is that cave? Did I pass it already? No, it is right here. There's gonna be a wolf over there, but there's also a cargo container. Poor bastard. Got any reception over here, huh? Alright, let's get a little bit of rest. It is warm here, but that can change. Alright. One more. And then we'll try to scrap the ski jacket if the weather has held. You know what? We don't even really need to. I think our carry weight's well enough to handle this. But that wolf is the main issue. It's too windy for this torch to save us if we attract it. So we'll have to use these rock formations if we get seen to try and disrupt his pathing and shed the chase. Where are you? He could be up there. Or he could be over there. Could also be right here behind a tree or a hill. But with any... Oh, there he is. God damn it. Alright, it's time to see if I can lose this thing. That's it, come on. There's no aurora, I don't think. Those eyes do look kind of green. Alright, come on. That's it, come on. Well, not losing him yet. Well, having trouble losing him. Hang on. Grab that.
Can't feel my hands.
This is trouble. This is big trouble. Get out of here. Alright, let's crouch. You know me, I'll die. I'll die in pursuit of loot. Avarice is my main gamer sin. Anyway, he's over there, but as long as I stay crouched, he won't see me. It's also very cold, so I'm gonna have to get moving. Alright. We'll try to go around him without him seeing us. We can sleep off health damage, we can't sleep off death. Perspective, huh? Alright, let's get our torch out just in case. Or our flare. We may require it before this is over. He's coming. Try to find some sort of ledge. Right there. Not the best. Yeah, I don't think I can use that ledge. Did we lose him? I think we lost him. He gave up when we walked on that ledge. We disrupted the pathing. Alright, we need to get back home. Such as it is. At least we made the most use of this time. Oh god, is this a blizzard forming? Alright, the snow has slowed. Sure looks like one might start. We gotta hurry up and get there. Now, our primary threat on the way is that bear. We need to watch out for him, as well as any wolves that may so happen to be in our path on the way. We're already weighed down, and we're tired. Both of which are going to negatively impact the speed with which we can travel, and the wind is blowing in a direction that'll be against us when we're headed to the mountaineer's hut. So we need to try to stick to windproof locations as much as possible, or else it'll slow our walking and running speed. Overall, these are bad conditions to be traveling in. Very bad conditions. Visibility is low. No bear yet. We're gonna crest this hill right here. Because I think it's our safest option. If we go that way, we're more likely to intersect with a predator. Better conserve my ability to sprint. Blizzard's forming. Alright, this way. On the other side of that rock formation, that's where we'll find respite. It's a good thing we got this far. Finding your way in a blizzard in Timberwolf can be very perilous. Just in case. If we get bounded upon, this flare is our only chance of stopping it. But we better be quick on the draw. Come on, we're almost there. Alright, we've made it to safety. Alright. Oh, that storm lantern, that's a nice touch. You know what we can do now? Whenever we're really feeling it, I'll show you what we can do now. That's what we can do now. Oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful. So atmospheric. See, a lot of people are like, oh, you're wasting fuel, right? But I'm happy to. This is beautiful, and I now have, like, this cozy comfort, you know? Yeah, it makes a difference. Anyway, I need to sleep, but it is also very cold here, generally. And if a blizzard starts, well, the only way around that is to start sleeping as soon as possible. This is our heaviest and lowest condition food, so we're gonna eat these pinnacle peaches. 2 cans. Alright. Let's hope we don't start freezing in the night. It looks like we'll be okay. Even if you do start freezing during the night, your entire temperature meter has to fully deplete. And you see, that's very unlikely, since you have +5 temperature from the bed and whatever you're wearing. We're alright. In fact, we might want to start a fire now. There's our destination, guys. And this evening, that's exactly what we're doing. You can't use the mag lens in here, but you can use it out here. In fact, that's a really good windproof place of a low temperature. It's not windproof. The wind can blow from this way and blow it out, but every other direction it's covered. We're gonna make it, guys. We're gonna survive this for however long we have to. We're gonna search the whole world. And we're gonna uncover the secrets, one cautiously optimistic step at a time. Alright. There's our free fire.
That's done.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to process our coffee and tea. At which point we will produce water. And then when it's necessary, we're going to sleep and have a nap. And then we do the climb. The Timberwolf. I'm only giving myself this extra time right now so I can harvest some clothing.
Getting weak.
And now we will process the coffee and tea. These take a long time to harvest. Now, would I rather... Well, it's more waterproof, but this one is warmer. Alright. We'll keep one plaid shirt. Alright, that should be 40 minutes, and this batch of water will be done. Let's make another batch of water, and then we'll continue processing our coffee and tea. What time are we here? Alright, I think we can squeeze the rest of this out. I hope so. We harvest both of these socks, and this water batch should be done. Alright, that's it. We've processed all of our coffee and all of our tea. I'm gonna keep 3 cups of coffee plus the remainder that we have left. Now we just need to prepare some water while we top up our rest. Which we can do simultaneously. Alright, 1 hour of sleep. Then we'll wake up to some boiled water. Oh shit. Heavy winds. But at least now our fire might have a temperature bonus from the outside.
For a drink right now.
Let's get another hour. And hope that the weather doesn't keep worsening like this. Hey. It looks like things settled down. It's even sunny out there. We need 1 more hour of sleep. Okay. It is now the perfect time, the perfect scenario to make that climb. So let's deposit all these clothes that we were unable to scrap, and we'll do it later. And let's grab some torches from here. We'll need them. Take those extra matches, just in case. And it might not hurt if we prepare a hot drink for the road, eh? Didn't get to finish. I was expecting the temperature boost from outdoors would prolong it, but... Okay, we don't need a hot drink. We'll be fine. We're gonna get as far as we can. Our carry weight will be a problem, however. I'm expecting we'll find food up there. So maybe we don't need to bring too much. The pry bar we will not bring. The heavy hammer we need for a struggle. There's no way around it. Cloth. We can deposit that. We will find food, so I'm only gonna bring like maybe a couple cans of low condition. Yeah, we'll bring those, and that's it. We need a lot of carry weight to haul the good stuff back. A lot. We'll take 2 coal instead of 3. We'll undoubtedly be finding more out there. We need the storm lantern to navigate caves. Alright. The only weight redundancy I can really detect is these, but that'll barely make a difference. The flask we will keep on us. We may end up grateful to have it later. Okay. Let's get there. It's definitely not as warm as I'd like it to be. We may have allowed too much time to pass. Feels like minus 13. But we're still gonna go, and we're gonna get there. All the same. But we got a long way to go. We may have 2 accelerants on hand, but at least if we have those, we might not have to use the accelerant. The accelerant for me is largely like if I'm about to die and I need to get warm, or if I'm all out of tinder and I'm using my last one, and I need that fire attempt to succeed. Again, I'm gonna risk spraying here just because there could be a bear on the other side of that hill waiting for me. Which direction is the wind coming from? Is it that way? Yeah, it's probably that way. Alright, coming from that way. We need to try to maximize our windproof as much as we can. Head on a swivel, you are not safe. Gonna make a little judgment call here. Drink a third of that, and let's sprint for a while. Alright. We had our little sprinting spree.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
So the way up Timberwolf, in case you're not too familiar with it, you go to the crashed plane wing right there, and then you follow the path beside it. And I'll tell you the next steps in that journey while we go, but chances are if you're watching this, you may already know. The best way to learn the map, as I said in episode 1, is Faithful Cartographer. Unlock that achievement and you will learn so much about the geography of the different regions. Keep following the trail, cross that log, or that fallen tree. Our first warming site is near here. You're still just walking straight from that fallen tree bridge. I don't need that. As far as I know, I have 3 maple saplings curing in different locations. One of which is... oh shit. Aurora. This just got a lot more dangerous. We might even want to rest through the night. Wolves are way too dangerous during an aurora. I cannot scare them away. And I have no weapon to kill them if they attack me.
Someone's stash.
Huh. Both Polaroids in one cave, huh? Now, is it truly an aurora tonight? Because if so... okay. I know where there's an interior cave location that we can wait out the night, but we're gonna have to do this rope climb first. So let's get to it. Hope we don't attract any wolves on the way. So again, yeah, you just keep going straight after that fallen tree bridge. You pass that cave. Just keep going straight. Just keep going straight. You follow this path all the way to the end and you'll get to a rope climb. Traveling during an aurora, I'm truly afraid of it. Because all the conventional means that you have of preventing yourself from dying, like breaking the pathing might work. But it might not. They might just stand there and growl at you and not even run away if you aim a rock at them, you know? Speaking of which, I better pick up a stone, because that might end up being my only recourse. Although I suppose the only good part about an aurora is that you can't have a simultaneous blizzard. But it's almost more dangerous than a blizzard. Hell, it is more dangerous than a blizzard. There's our stone. Alright, let's get up here. Half the coffee should be enough. For most rope climbs, consuming 7 calories of a coffee is enough to get you to the top. Just enough. There it goes. Okay.
Where can I find something to eat?
Conserve your stamina, and if anything sees you, sprint for the Ash Canyon Connector Cave. There it is. The Ash Canyon Connector Cave. Oh, right. That is a cave that you go in and find coal in. This is the Ash Canyon Connector Cave. Alright. We're gonna take a moment to just sort of look around in here. Cooking pot, huh? Well, it's heavy, but we are gonna have to take that back to the mountaineer's hut. We'll leave this stash of coal on the floor by the entrance. We're not taking that antiseptic. It's not worth it. This we can use on the way, most likely. Looks like that guy fought that wolf in this cave. And they both succumbed to each other. Oh yeah, way too dark. We're gonna need to keep that out for the way back. I'm not afraid of running around and tiring myself out now, because we have to sleep anyway. Gotta sleep this Aurora away. This isn't the exit, is it? No, this isn't the same place that we entered from. I don't think so. Alright, judgment call. We're gonna put this out. We're gonna pass time for a moment. Now all of our stamina is back, so we can sprint again. Conserving fuel, and covering the same amount of distance, at cost to fatigue. We're on the right track now. And for what it's worth, I'll head down this path a little bit just to see what's what. Couple extra coal, that's what's what. We don't need 6 hours of rest, so we're not eating that entire can. We need 4, so we're eating 2/3 of it. Just over 2/3. Okay. That should do. Oh, wow. About now. There we go. I don't know if the Aurora's over yet, but we gotta step outside and check. We sure as shit ain't doing the Timberwolf climb during an Aurora.
I can eat anything right now.
It's a great way to get yourself killed. It looks to me like the Aurora has concluded. We can continue our ascent. So, the rope climb we came from is that way. All we've done so far is walk straight. I'll tell you where to go once we get to this cave.
My stomach feels like an empty pit.
A lot of it is just a straight path, and there's only a few critical turns that you need to know to make. So far, all we've done is go to the crashed plane wing and go straight. We crossed a fallen tree bridge, we climbed a rope, but other than that, we've just been going straight. However, you need to know that that interior cave location is there. That cave can save you during a blizzard, during an aurora. And it's not apparent that it's there. You actually have to turn around in order to see it. I am happy to have found this flare. Alright, we forgot to drop our coal. But you know what? I'm gonna go back to that cave, drop the coal, annotate it, and then sleep another couple of hours. We only need 2 coal in case of emergencies. Cabin fever risk, but that won't be a problem for long. Alright. I have annotated the 9 coal that we found and subsequently left at the entrance to that cave. So we know it's there. Oh my. A blizzard. It's never a dull time trying to navigate Timberwolf, huh? We gotta go. I'm gonna get to this cave over here. At least then we can mitigate our cabin fever risk. Alright. This is the warmest part of the cave. We're gonna start our own fire, unless we can get away with no fire, which we will see. Is the blizzard over? It looks like it's over. Alright, so, now we just hit the road. We didn't need a fire, and we got rid of a little bit of cabin fever. Risk. Alright. So, from this cave, you're gonna go around the right side of this rock wall. You can go to the left. You know what, maybe I will go to the left, but I actually think there's a higher likelihood of encountering a wolf or bear if you go to the left. There is a bear patrol over there, I know that for sure. I've killed him before. For his hide. And there may actually be I seem to have a very vague memory of a distant past playthrough where I found a cargo container around here. But honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, after you go between that rock formation and this one, you're just gonna stay on this hill. Gonna walk.
Need to find some place to escape
straight ahead.
this cold.
You go between those two and you just go straight. A lot of this is straight paths. Let's pass time until there. We got some stamina back in a windproof location. Could I make it up there? Oh, it doesn't matter. I know that there's a shortcut. And I will show you that shortcut. I don't think that's it. Alright, we got a wolf over there. Son of a bitch might actually see us. We're gonna stay crouched for now. Get as much stamina back as we can while we travel. Because there is a rope climb we'll have to do. Son of a bitch, he's only getting closer. Oh man, that sucks. Alright. How much stamina we got? Alright, we're gonna go for it. Oh, we fucking made it. Fortune favors the bold, huh? I thought for sure he'd chase after us, especially when the wind started slowing us down. Not out of the woods yet. We have to keep moving. Now, where do we go from here? I think the rope climb is that way. And I think we could have climbed up that hill. Yes, so you can actually climb up that hill to avoid that wolf entirely. And then once you get to the top of that hill, you just go straight ahead and turn left. Into this convex right here. This terrain convex. And there's a rope climb that we have to do. Yet another, right? I probably shouldn't have been sprinting as much as I have been, but I've been trying to juggle my condition damage with my travel distance. Timberwolf is not an easy climb up, but it is an easy climb down. Alright. Let's wait till our stamina's restored. Okay. Looks like we ended up using up that last coffee. We'll have to start another. Let's go. I think once you cross a certain, like, I don't think you can keep 0.7 of a coffee. I think it just defaults to removing it from your inventory at that point. Okay.
So hungry.
After that rope climb, I think we just go inside this cave. And it's a transition cave. I'm not gonna bother looking around. We know where the loot is, and we're headed straight to it. Okay. We've reached a safe haven, more or less. We're almost there. Now, this is where it's really easy to get turned around and get lost. There's a specific turn that you need to know about. So you follow this cave. Eliminate the roots. Now, if you go that way, you'll end up over here. It's a circle. But there's a certain section of this circle where if you miss it, then you won't find your way through. Right here. So the circle leads you here. You have to crawl under that hole in order to progress to the summit. There may be multiple ways up there, but this is the way that I learned. Doesn't look like there's anything else of interest over here. There could be more loot in this cave, but I'm not concerned about it. I really want to reach that summit. Yeah, nothing else. We would have ended up using so many matches for torches if it wasn't for this lantern. So once you crawl under there, it becomes very straightforward. Alright, it looks like we might be searching that plane crash in the warmest time of the day. I hope there's another hacksaw there. We might have to repair this one. If your hacksaw breaks when you're trying to cut into a cargo container, then it locks you out of the cargo container, so we have to mind our durability, and it has a break threshold of 40%. So after it reaches 40%, it has a chance of breaking with every cut. Alright, let's eat this can of dog food, the whole thing. And then we can get 6 hours of sleep after a little extra calories from a cattail. Yeah, we'll just eat that. 7 hours. Let's do it. Hopefully we'll still have daylight left. Evening strength daylight. Indeed, we still do. Oh god, a blizzard? Oh well, it wouldn't be a Timberwolf climb without that, right? No rest for the weary. In the bleak midwinter. Alright, there's 2 rope climbs I have to do here. Maybe I should just do them while it's this cold, but... Alright, we're gonna do them.
Can you eat trees?
Am I sure I know where I'm going and that I'm comfortable enough getting there in a blizzard? Alright, we're gonna go through the blizzard. Give it a sincere attempt. I think I know the way. I hope I know the way. Essentially, you just turn right and follow the trail around until you get to a rope climb, I think. Let's hope I'm not wrong. There's a rope climb down. And there's the rope climb up. Okay, we found it. But we need our stamina back. And it is nowhere near warm. Let's get it back. Oof. Alright. Our stamina's back, and we gotta get up there. So let's get going.
Goddamn freezing.
I think we can go to the second ledge and then take a rest. You know what? We can make it the rest of the way. Jesus. We might have another rope climb to do after this. I hope not, but we might. No.
I'm so hungry.
There's the landing gear. Alright, there's a cave around here. Let's find it. Well, my friends, we have officially summited Timberwolf. We've embraced our mountain and withstood within. Time to reap the rewards. And fittingly, the blizzard ended the moment that we did. Right, it's warm back here. Okay, it is very cold. I don't feel safe sleeping for more than an hour at a time. Even then. You know what? We're gonna head to the plain. And we're gonna rest there, not here. There's plenty of reclaimed wood.
Cold.
This is just a large open area, but you can stick to the left to get to the actual plain and stick to the right to get back to that cave. Not that you need that cave. This plain, it's a perfectly windproof location for a fire, and by the time you get here, you have more than enough fuel for at least a 24-hour fire, especially considering all the reclaimed wood that's in there. Let's get inside and start that fire. Alright. This should be a perfectly safe fire location. I don't think the wind can blow it out here. Wilderness Kitchen, you are going to help us start this fire. Cooking you can train by, well, cooking. You don't really need those books.
Fire's life out here.
Damn right it is. Okay. Alright, a 10-hour fire that is very warm. Let's warm up. Insulated flask. Now, let's take a look around, see if there's a backup saw anywhere. Otherwise, we better hope we find the repair kit. Like a simple toolkit box. Oh, wow. 2 packs of matches, 2 accelerants.
This'll come in handy.
Crampons. Beautiful.
I need more of that.
Alright, let's start busting our way in here. Now, these do destroy your durability with the saw, so we need to really hope that we find the simple toolkit soon. Or at least another saw.
Where's the good stuff?
What's the durability at now? 58. I think we lost, I think we lose 5% per. Okay, we're approaching the break threshold. Yeah, anytime now, we might end up breaking that saw. Hopefully we don't. There are some things we can try to do. Let's, see if there is any sort of hacksaw located in these boxes. Oh god, can we even break this in time? Yes, we can. Alright. Yeah, I don't see another hacksaw just lying around. And funnily enough, I don't see a fucking distress pistol either. Which is kinda stupid, not gonna lie. I feel like there should at least be one here. Maybe there is. Maybe they just put it at a, like, different section, but I have no idea right now, and I have to find that out. I know there's a way up here. Yeah, you can get back up. We're gonna have to search the perimeter of this entire plane crash in the hopes of finding that distress pistol. If I leave here without it, I'll feel so demoralized. I mean, did they just remove all of the distress pistols from Interloper, or what? Anyway, let's crack this open, if we can, with our saw as damaged as it is.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Well, we got wool ear wraps. Simple parka. Second wool toque. Well, the ski jacket is lighter. Oh, this sucks. I'm getting worried. No distress pistol. Can't repair our hacksaw.
That'll come in handy.
Trail boots. I think we'll switch to the trail boots. We'll see. Anyway, for now, I'm just going to spend some time preparing water and harvesting some of this clothing. You know what? We'll do 2-hour batches with this cooking pot. It'll take 1:15. That'll take 1:15. Let's just harvest this. We may end up losing a can of water. I don't think we'll lose the water in this pot. Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's keep on harvesting this shit. You know what? We might want to get a rest. Like a meaningful rest, because we need some health back. And we did just find a bunch of food that we should eat. Hopefully we don't get food poisoning here. Alright, this will at least ensure that we can get a full rest without getting food poisoning. Let's shove some more fuel in here and keep it going. All right. It's time to look around for that distress pistol with the daylight we have.
I could eat a horse.
This fire ain't going anywhere. Let's harvest this heavy hammer. Get more fir wood. Plenty of fuel. We could stay here for quite a while, especially with the food that we found. We're gonna keep searching that later. For now, let's take a look for that distress pistol, and pray to God that it's actually still here. I sure as shit hope so. I'm dreadfully afraid of traversing both Blackrock and Ash Canyon without a distress pistol. I'm so afraid of that. Anyway, we're still doing fine on carry weight. That's the benefit of playing on Interloper, is you don't find that much loot up here, but you do find some. We did get wool ear wraps and crampons. New location discovered, wing. We'll go over there and check it out soon.
From starvation.
I will look anywhere, buddy. I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna look, even though it looks so not promising. I have no choice. That distress pistol's too important. Alright, let's head back to the plane and try to crack into those remaining cargo containers. Hopefully our saw doesn't break. Oh man. I don't exactly feel demoralized. I just feel this dreadful fear towards Ash Canyon and Blackrock, knowing that we don't have that distress pistol. I'm mortified, man. Like, alright, our hacksaw's at 38%. We're within range of the fire, so... Hopefully the break threshold is, like, below 30. But I don't know.
Something's gotta go.
Great. A lot of soda. Well, we got in. Pinnacle peaches. Well, had I known I was gonna come up here for peaches and clothes, I might not have came up. I guess we can harvest those crates in an attempt to see if there's anything hidden in them, you know? Hey, scrap metal and a climbing rope in that one. Nothing in there, and now those two crates have fused with each other, interestingly enough.
My fingers feel numb.
Can't let that go out. It's our lifeline up here. Nothing there. Oh, buddy. I'm hoping that I'll just sort of find the distress pistol in one of these crates, you know?
Time to look for shelter.
It's getting too cold to harvest them, though. At least until tomorrow, but we need more rest anyway. Our condition's looking like shit. Alright. Let's get that rest after this box.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Nothing. Okay. I wonder if we could harvest another. It doesn't seem that cold right now, but that's changing fast. Nothing in that one. We can harvest this. I'm very dedicated. Even just the potential of finding that distress pistol, because if I don't... Oh, buddy! Gets a lot scarier. Anyway, I'm trying to extend my energy expenditure so that we can get 10 hours of rest. That's why I keep going instead of resting right now. We'll even drink an herbal tea to boost our condition recovery. So that's it. I think I've pretty much verified. There is no distress pistol here. Fire striker, though. Wouldn't want to miss that, eh? So they've removed the certainty, possibly even the possibility entirely, of finding the distress pistol at the ravine and this plane crash. Oh, buddy, that sucks so bad. Alright. Let's eat some food, then. Stuff that won't make us sick. Ugh. We don't have much. Alright, we'll eat 2 cans of Pinnacle Peaches. Or, we could just eat this 1 maple syrup. We'll do that. Alright. We need a little bit of thirst left so that we can drink this cup of herbal tea. Alright. Okay. We got a lot of condition back. Now, what do you guys suppose the odds are that I just missed the distress pistol out there? You can tell how desperate I am, but for now, we're just gonna keep on dismantling this heavy-ass clothing that we don't need to be carrying. I'm gonna take one more desperation look. Because the thought of leaving here without that distress pistol sends shivers up my spine. A blizzard's forming, but I'd like to check the location by that cave one more time. Jack shit. Well, it's too cold to warm up, but it's not too cold to pass time briefly to get stamina back. Alright, we're full. Now, we're just gonna look over here at this ledge. I haven't looked here. But it looks like there's nothing. Okay. We're just gonna eat that. No, we're not. It's still kind of risky. produce something like that, so we're gonna stick with these pinnacle peaches. Anyway, we have to let it go. We're not coming out of this with a distress pistol, and the rest of our journey, we're not gonna count on finding one, because it seems unlikely. What time is it? Well, it's evening. We could try to make the walk back now. Probably best. But sight lines are bad, and I'm hoping at least that this weather can clear up a bit before we go. If the weather's clear enough, then I'll be able to see Crystal Lake as we walk down there. Weather's clear enough now. Jesus. Alright. We can try to take that reclaimed wood down. Let's get going. Those of you who have done the trip to Blackrock know exactly why I'm scared now. Exactly why. Anyway. We got no fucking choice. Let's get back to the Mountaineer's hut, and then plan our next move.
Just want to lay down for a bit.
We can begin walking again. Alright, I believe we've lost him. Evaded him entirely. I spoke too soon. Do you sense my weakness, Wolf? Do you know how weighed down I am, how tired I am? You keep your distance and I can walk home. What's that on the ground over there? Is that just wood? I want to go check that out later. I'm not running. If I run, he may actually start running after me and not stop. I've had that happen before. They run to you to catch up to you, but for some reason they just don't stop running to you. They keep going. Oh, he's still fucking trailing. We've successfully summited Timberwolf. For what it's worth, we did get a lot of shit. We're gonna leave those. You know what, we'll leave these 12, take these 24. We are gonna want to repair our clothing soon, but not right now. We'll repair our clothing during the day tomorrow, and then we make way for Ash Canyon in the evening. Cook these later. They'll last until we get back from Ash Canyon. And we won't annotate this stockpile yet. Not until we've completed that trip. And hopefully I can actually sleep through the night without freezing to death. Let's get 1 hour of sleep first. Because if a blizzard started right now, since I only have a fraction of my temperature meter, I might actually freeze and take a significant amount of damage. But now that my temperature meter is full, I believe that there's a lot less chance of that happening. Even if a blizzard was to start. Okay. Now we repair our clothing. Prepare for our journey to Ash Canyon. I think that'll about do it for our repairs. Everything seems to be in good enough condition. Everything's above 80. That's what I care about. We don't know if we'll end up finding a lockers or anything, so we'll take the pry bar with us. We should have enough water for now. The crampons, I don't think I'll bother bringing. I mean, that depends what they give exactly. What'll these do for us? Sprains are less frequent, you can travel with more confidence over weak ice, and climbing drains less stamina. Yeah, we don't need those. Not for half a kilogram, we don't. I'll take one more herbal tea, given that we used one of them. So, I'm gonna get a short nap, and then we're gonna start making our way toward Ash Canyon. Only a 2-hour nap. I don't want it to get too late. We need enough evening time left to actually walk a fair distance in the warmth. Even if that means leaving a little bit more tired. Oh shit, this doesn't look good. But we're still gonna go. Alright. We have water, we have 24 matches. We have our emergency fire starting kit. We do not need 2 fire strikers. In fact, even carrying any at all is questionable. Let's get going. And let's hope this doesn't become a blizzard while we're gone. Alright, I'm making a judgment call. We're going left into this cave, and we're gonna wait out the blizzard. We'll be able to sleep at least a few hours without starting a fire, potentially, because it's the evening.
Fingers feel numb.
There it is, there's our safe haven.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Still fairly warm here, but that won't last. Take this hour-long nap now while we can. One more. It's only gonna get colder. We gotta pass this time now and then start our fire when it's no longer warm enough to do this. It's been a few hours so far. Alright, that's it. The blizzard's over. It's not ideal. I would much rather not have to... Ugh, you know what? Alright, I'm gonna make a judgment call here. We only have one cattail head, but we have plenty of regular tinder to use if this fails. Oh, okay.
Come on.
Yeah, it's important that I make this judgment call. We have a flask, and I would like
Alright.
to use it for the first time to give myself an edge against this shit. Now, you can actually place those around the fire and they'll warm up, right? Yeah, that's pretty useful. Let's drop that one right here. Alright, so those are all warming up simultaneously. Alright. Beautiful. And we'll grab a couple new torches here. Huh, very low condition torches. Now we're gonna put these inside the insulated flask. Warm up here while we can. Now we're gonna hit the road. Plain and simple. We didn't put our cans there, so we still have them. And it looks like the wind is dying down now. We'll drink one of these now, just to give us that buffer against the temperature. Traveling at night, you kind of have to make these sorts of compensations. We're gonna walk instead of run. Conserving fatigue is so often what makes you capable of covering long distances. Maybe I'll run in short bursts. 10 steps only, and only when I get to full stamina again.
Need to find some place to escape this cold. So cold. Cold is making my head feel thick.
Fuck was that? Oh god, that's a moose. Holy shit, am I ever glad I saw him. The last thing we needed was broken ribs right now. Oh my god. That could have been real bad. That could have been horrible. Okay, so I might need to go up there.
Goddamn freezing.
I think so. We'll wait a little bit before we have that last hot drink. We'll at least spend our stamina before we do. But there could be wolves here, I think. Let's drink it now while we have a chance. We're kind of wasting the liquid, but it's the hot bonus and saving our health that matters. We're missing enough health already. We don't need to be missing any more. I think I see a wolf off in the distance there. Yes, I do. Fuck. Okay.
Can't feel my feet.
Oh my god, another. That might be the fishing cabin right there. We have to get to it. I think I see a roof. No, that's not a roof, it's a fucking rock, but I think we're close. Let's just keep moving. How close are you?
I never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
We have to try to find a chance to lose this wolf. There it is. I think that's the fishing cabin right there. Or is that just another fucking rock?
Never felt so cold in my life.
Here it is. Let's get inside. Alright. Okay, we've successfully made it to our first checkpoint in Ash Canyon. It required significantly more resources than we're used to needing to expend. That's alright. We're here, we're alive.
What have we here?
2 arrowheads. Nothing. Nothing. Additional dog food. More matches. Cooking pot. All in all, a good place, loot-wise. Now, I'm gonna actually... Oh my god, 1%. We're not even gonna eat that. Yeah, we're not tired enough to eat something so dangerous, and it's probably gonna completely spoil by the time we are tired enough to eat it, so... I'm gonna make a little stockpile here, and then we're gonna rest until tomorrow afternoon, or, you know, something like that. And then we'll keep going when we have daylight to assist us in our travel. I've noticed the blizzards are getting much more frequent. Alright, let's process more rose hips. We'll want to have them processed before we make our next fire. So we need 7 hours of sleep. We're gonna run in circles a little bit, try to tire ourselves out. I'm drinking this herbal tea. We need the additional health back. This is wolf struggle territory right here. Hey, whoa! Another pack of matches that I almost missed. Holy shit, there was a lot of matches here. Cooking oil. What, did they wake up a fucking Balrog? Alright. I'm gonna sleep first, annotate second, and then we'll get going. Alright, our health is looking much better. It's a tremendous improvement to where it was before, so... I'm gonna get this stuff marked down in my journal, and then we'll hit the road. Alright. I've taken down everything that we're leaving here. It's as uncomfortable as it makes us. It's time that we kept on going. And right now, we don't really have the luxury of that many hot drinks anymore. We'd have to make more tea, but we do have the water for that if we make a fire. Oh, right. I have to leave behind this oil. Alright. I'll mark that in the journal too before I go. Alright. We're good to go. So, visibility's okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's a waterfall over there. And a hill going up. I need to ascend that hill. And there's a shitload of wolves there, so I'm gonna I'm going to want to have a torch or a flare handy. I don't want to use my flares. I'd rather save them for Blackrock, but it's better to use one than die here. Yes. So, you leave the fishing cabin, and you'll see 2 waterfalls right there. Well, 1 waterfall split down the middle. You'll see this archway, and you have to go underneath that archway and past it. There is a safer method of getting up there, but the problem with that safer method is it involves more rope climbs, and you're more at the mercy of the unpredictability of the weather. At least going this way, well, you're less so at its mercy. Under the archway, time of day-wise, this is optimal. And as long as the weather doesn't change, we can cover a lot of the distance to the gold mine today. Let's savor this moment. There's not going to be many more safe places from here on out. Alright. Now, I think this is, as I said, an extremely dangerous choke point. But there is a cave. Once I get past this choke point, there's a cave. And there's 2 ways up there. To the left, or to the right. And I'm going to the right. Let's try to get up here one more time. See if it's doable. Oh. Oh. We're getting there. Yeah. Okay, we've made it. So literally, just holding W to walk into it and switching between A and D while moving your mouse back and forth. It got me up there. I managed to avoid at least... Oh my god, look at that. There's 2 fucking wolves at that choke point right there. That terrain scaling trick is necessary to understand. A real human could climb, so it makes sense that Mackenzie could climb. Let's get going. We have to run. We have to conserve the rest of our stamina, and we have to hope that that fucking wolf doesn't run us down right now. Where the hell is this cave that we have to get to? There it is. So, we now have an interior location again.
Can't feel my hands.
Let's head inside, and let's hope I remember the way from here. We're getting low on lantern fuel, but not low on matches, so in the event that we run out, we won't be fucked. Oh, shit. Alright. We're gonna have to strip down before we go through there. That way our clothing won't get wet. Alright, let's go.
Gotta dry my feet. Damn. I'm freezing.
Alright, let's get dressed. I'd rather wear the combat pants on my inner layer, because again, struggles destroy your clothes. I'd rather have the jeans get destroyed than the combat pants. Alright. There might be another waterfall that we have to go through.
Just out of this stuff.
Gonna want that. All of this. interest of conserving fuel, it's past time to get our stamina back. Now we can sprint again, and trade fatigue for a longer fuel supply. More lantern fuel and matches. Beautiful. And we're not encumbered, so we can get up here right now. We probably drank too much coffee for that, but it's okay. Only a little.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
That's the way out. Let's look over here first, though. Poor bastard. Alright, I see nothing of interest here. Now. It's a good time to get a nap. And hopefully a blizzard won't start. I really hope not, you know? Let's drink soda for this nap. And we'll do 3 hours. Getting at least a little health back. Sounds quiet. We've survived 22 days, 2 hours, and whatever the hell minutes that was. Alright, I think we're gonna want to walk as much as possible now. There might be rope climbs that I can't remember. But this is where it becomes a lot safer predator-wise and more dangerous environmental death trap-wise. Well, let's recap, huh? From the Mountaineer's Hut, you pass the Bear Spawn Cave, past Crystal Lake, and then you go downhill, and then you turn right. That's where the transition is to Ash Canyon. And you follow the river until you come to a fishing cabin. You can rest there. At that fishing cabin is when you go uphill underneath a wooden tree archway toward 2 waterfalls. From there, be careful, there's a choke point of wolves. There's a transition cave that you can rest up and warm up in, past those wolves. And then from there, there's not really that many turns. You can pretty much... It's following a straight line, more or less. But it's a long straight line, and you'll want to make sure it's warm. Now, we are coming up on a cave. We can get a little bit of rest and warm up. Apparently a bearskin bedroll can spawn here on lower difficulties. Christ, we're encumbered. Hey, it's
Feels like night is coming.
kind of warm here. Damn, it's it's really warm right there. That's incredible. That's like an indoor shelter right there. But we'll get to the actual cave. Oh, wow. Alright, let's keep going. Here's our cave. Alright. I'll probably have to just climb down.
This pack is
Oh,
getting
fuck
too
that.
heavy to carry.
Need 2 ropes. That's ridiculous. Alright. Temperature-wise, we're still good. We're not even wind protected right now, but we're still only 1 arrow down. -5. Alright, there. Coffee. Let's go. Very long climb. But I'm pleased to let you know that we have officially made it to the gold mine, and that all the threats between us and it have been passed. Now, there is usually a dead body over here, but every time I check it, there's been nothing. Is the weather changing to a blizzard? Alright, well, you know what? The danger's over, so I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna check out the body. See if they've changed the loot around here.
It's making my head feel thick.
Then we'll head inside. At the very least, it's worth a birch sapling. 2 of them. 3 of them. Well, that's great. That alone makes it worth coming for. 4 of them, holy shit.
Eat soon.
12 arrow shafts. There's no crows to help me find this body. It is too late for that, but I'll take a look over here and see what I can see. I'm not seeing anything here. What about you guys?
Think.
Alright. Let's head inside. We've made it to the Ash Canyon gold mine. Let's head in a little bit and then get some rest. How much coal do we have? 11 coal on us, wow. Beautiful. Lantern fuel, food, matches, and additional coal. Alright. Let's get some rest.
Too heavy.
We are just about at 10 hours of rest, so I'll risk eating the low-conditioned foods. Still no food poisoning. Man, what? I don't know. I guess the chance is always, like, relatively low, but we've gotten extraordinarily lucky. Either that or there's actually a bug causing people to not get it, but... either way. I ain't gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Alright. Oh. Doesn't it feel good to be in this nice warm cave while the wind howls outside? Let's refuel this. Alright. We're gonna want to take off our, oh wait, this is ice, so technically we can run through it. Hey, Those are good gloves. I think we'll switch to those. To make sure we have our stamina back before we go crunching our feet through there. Let's go.
Cold water. Ugh.
Alright. Wet but not frozen. We're gonna have to repair those before we wear them. And we'll be dry. Our feet will be dry before we leave here. Poor bastard. There it is. Beautiful. Jesus. So this guy had a heart condition. He had a heart attack up here. A second pair of crampons. That's weird. I thought there would only be one pair, but apparently now there's two.
Too much stuff to carry.
Just checking here. Alright. Maybe Wolf's Jaw is where we came from, huh? I got no idea. But either way, our carry weight is greatly improved now. We can even take all this coal home with us. Alright. Now let's see. Did we find any leather? No. No, we did not. We're gonna need to pass some time. I'm gonna want to walk back in the warmth
Stomach
again.
feels like an empty pit.
Definitely want to keep those work gloves. And we can use these crampons for the climb back down. We're gonna have a climb back down. We do have a piece of cloth. I'd like to craft myself a new torch. And we'll scrap the old one. While we have the lantern fuel required to do so. And then let's refuel our lantern with the rest. However much will fit. We'll have some fuel left over. Alright. We can't climb with all this weight, so we will have to drop a couple things before we make that climb. Well, we need hydration and we need calories. It sounds pretty awful out there. Let's go take a look.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
It's really not so bad, but it isn't that late. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss. Real bad. Oh, that was very relieving. Okay. We can get going. It's not as late as I want it to be, but the weather can always get worse, you know what I mean? Like right now there's no blizzard, so I feel like we should probably just go. And if we have to, we can start a fire. Let's shed some of this weight. Alright. It's very cold. Well, we got what really matters. We got the technical backpack. Let's go. There might be a secret cache over here. Sometimes there is, even on Interloper. There's a moose down there. God damn it. Alright, we're gonna have to be creative about how we get around him. If we go around that way, we might avoid him, but we're gonna have to crouch pretty much the whole way. God damn it. Alright. That's horrifyingly unwelcome. But the risks of this area mirror the rewards. And we did avoid that previous moose, luckily, even though it was really dark and we had very poor visibility. He's right there.
I thought I'd be dying from starvation.
If he does chase after us, I think I'll wedge myself right here. Oh, fuck.
Can't feel my feet.
Come on, then. See that? He ran away because he couldn't path to me. I just have to make sure I get enough distance between him and I where this doesn't happen again. Oh god. You son of a bitch. This sucks. I don't like this, man. We need more stamina. Even if we do take a little health damage, we have to be able to run somewhere in a pinch.
I'm so cold. Just want to lay down for a
At least he still seems to be running from me. Fucking scaring the shit out of me, though. And he keeps going where we have to go. Alright. I think I'm past that threat. I really want those 2 birch bark, though. Okay, let's go. It sucks that we're already freezing, but we don't have broken ribs. So I'll happily take it. As you can see, we were able to utilize that terrain trick perfectly. If they can't path to you, they can't kill you. It seems kinda cheaty, but I would love to see people get through this without doing stuff like that. Especially now that they've removed the flare gun from the game. Well, I mean, that's my theory right now, is that they've removed it, because at present I haven't found a single flare gun. And I've been looking in those places. We're gonna get these birch saplings. Now, when it comes to leaving this region, I'm less confident in my ability to leave it than I am in my ability to enter it and find the gold mine. It's 2 different routes. So I'm going to... I think I know the way. I think I do. We're gonna do our best to get there. As far as I know, you just go down that rope climb, those 2 rope climbs, and then you just hug this wall and keep going that way until you reach a cave. I think it is that simple. Hopefully I'm not wrong. A lot of birch bark around here.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
You got a technical backpack, buddy. Your days of leaving stuff behind are over. Let's be grateful. 2 mooses could have fucked us up. And we were attentive enough to avoid both of them. The only reason I'm still alive is because I haven't fucked up to a significant enough degree to have deserved it yet. And that's what this game is. It is skill-oriented. There's no luck going on. There is some luck in regards to loot tables and everything, but the lion's share of your experience with this game is in how attentive you are. How much you fuck up. And knowing how to spend your resources, whether that's items or your vitals. Alright. I think we can do Blackrock today as well. I've only been recording 3 hours, and I usually prefer to surpass 4, so I think we'll try. Oh my god, it's the most dangerous place, though. Despite everything that we've done, Blackrock is the one place where I am most likely to die. And I'm horrified of going there. Completely horrified. At the very least, I think we've found the exit to Ash Canyon, where we can get back to Timberwolf. Right over there. So once you get to... Well, you're pretty much still just hugging this wall, right? The routes look complex. But maybe a day or 2 of studying them and you'll have them down. Let's leave Ash Canyon. Alright. I think I still remember my way through this cave. So really, that's a... There's 2 rope climbs that you have to do, and a moose that you have to avoid that way. I don't know how much more climbing is left after that, but I prefer to use that as my way down, not my way up. Maybe I am taking a more dangerous way every time I do it, I don't know. But that's the way I do it. All that coal. I don't think we're taking any of that, though. We need rest. We're almost out of water completely. We have that can of soda to wake up to. I did collect the bedroll, right? I sure did. We're gonna leave that coal here, and if that's an aurora out there, well, I don't think I'll go home. God damn it, the temperature's so forgiving. Alright, we can go some of the way. But I dare not try to go to Crystal Lake in these conditions. That's a good way to die. And I think there's a bear that patrols this area, so I'm not going over there either. $34.99. Alright. Let's get down. As long as we stick to windproof areas as much as possible, and we can keep walking. I don't think wolves patrol this area, so I think I'm safe, more or less. Anyway, we'll try to get through this aurora right here. It's very warm. Is it over? Well, it sounds pretty shitty out there, but yes, the aurora is over. I'd rather travel in these conditions than in an aurora.
Food.
Yep, we didn't forget our bedroll. Alright, fuck it. I'll take it. We don't have any more rope climbs to do anyway. This is the home stretch, and then we go to Blackrock. We got this far without the flare gun, which is good. But we haven't even scratched the surface, if I can tell you the truth. We are more likely to die in Blackrock than we have been for the entire playthrough so far. And I am horrified. I really don't want to go there. But if we can make it to Blackrock and then make it out, our survivability is increased by such a significant degree that I don't think we have to worry about our lives after that point. At that point, it becomes about exploring the world. Crafting our tools and weapons. Mastering the elements, mapping the world. Coming out on top against all this shit. The wind is against us, which does suck, but we can get health back. Now, Blackrock is the one region that I'm actually the least familiar with. Now, Bleak Inlet's probably the one I'm least familiar with, but concerning Timberwolf, Ash Canyon, and Blackrock, it is rank 3 for my knowledge of it. So, like, I can figure it out. I can probably get there, reach it, and, you know. I've only done the Blackrock bulletproof vest run twice on memory alone. I memorized it, I watched videos to learn how to do it, and then I tried to do it without the videos as a guide. I did it twice. Alright, in 2 different playthroughs, so this will be only my 3rd time doing the Blackrock run. And I'm not that confident in it, like, it's been a long time, and I have to hope that I remember how to do it. Where to go, right? I will bring enough supplies to see me through, but there's a lot of wolves, man. There's so many wolves at Blackrock that it makes this stuff look like kindergarten. And I'm very nervous. But if we can get through this without dying, then the rest of the game opens up to us. So far, I've showed you what you can accomplish without a hatchet, without a knife, without a bow, and arrows. But this is the make or break point. I have to follow that river up, and then eventually I will get to a cave that will lead me to Blackrock region. From there, I follow a road straight to the prison and follow the road straight back. But there will be Timberwolves there to harass me, which is why torches will be so vital on that journey. Torches and flares, but most importantly flares because they're windproof and they cannot be extinguished by the elements. Alright, 47 matches right there, Jesus. We are doing so good on matches. I didn't think we'd find this many here. Alright, 20 more coal than we had before as well. But this is almost full now. 15 more birch bark. 2 cooking pots here now. And we have a spare can for this fire as well. Oh man. 9 birch saplings and 4 maples. I'm gonna want to see how many I have exactly of everything. So we have 10 birch saplings here in total. And we have 4 maple saplings. Oh, we actually have 12 birch saplings here. Alright. 12 and 4. We're gonna need that to repair these work gloves. And we don't need to bring the crampons either. Let's grab our leather. Let's repair these gloves. Water-wise, do we have any water in here? No, but we do have more sodas. And teas. Alright. Good. Great. Excellent. Alright, we now have new gloves that are much better than the ones we're wearing. Alright. Now, it's time to get ready to go. Let's start a fire.
I could eat anything right now.
Aww, I forgot I don't have the fire striker anymore, so I only clicked instead of holding. So we wasted a match. But I don't give a damn. Alright.
Turned out pretty well.
We're gonna prepare some water and then we're gonna hit the road. We'd better prepare suitable provisions for the journey. We need one more herbal tea. We used one. Alright, well, we have to have something hydrating. Just until this batch is done. What time are we right now? We still have time. I will do one more batch, and I'll sleep during the preparation of it. Make sure we're fully rested, and make sure the time is appropriate for our departure. Evening is warmest. We have to leave during that time. Alright. Now we can leave some water here. Now, I'm gonna quickly annotate what we have here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I finished writing down everything that we have here. We have 95 matches in here, which is really, really great. So I'm gonna get one more hour of rest, and then we're gonna head out. I grabbed our flares. We have them for the journey. I have no idea what to expect on this trip, man. No idea. We are gonna bring a pair of our crampons just in case there's a rope climb. Given that I'm less familiar with this route, I think it would be wise. Alright. If we do this, and we get back to Timberwolf alive... Oh, man. Well, then that's when the real journey begins, right? Anyway, let's head out the door. That's the hardest part. I don't like the way that wolf is just chilling there, man. He's gatekeeping. Anyway, this is what I saw before. It looks like just 2 pieces of cedar. And that is exactly what it is. Now, we'll try to avoid that wolf's detection, but it's not likely we'll succeed in doing so. More likely we'll have to lose him. If I get up here, he might see me. Alright, looks like we at least got past him without being detected. Okay. I'm not 100% sure on where I'm supposed to turn or what my route really is. But I have done it a couple times. I just gotta keep trying. Try not to die, as per usual. At least we avoided those predators on the way up here. Alright. Now, we're gonna head to that cave over there. I'm not sure it's the correct one. But if it's not, we'll find the correct one. But given it's the most immediately apparent cave, I'm gonna go to it.
My fingers feel numb.
Now, what is this? Timberwolf Mountain. Shit. So maybe what we do is we continue following the river. Even past the rope climb, we just continue following the river. There's a cave right there, and that might be the one that we need. There's good ambient brightness in here. For now. Now, do I have to worry about there being like a patrolling wolf in here, some shit like that? I don't know what caves in the game have that threat. I hope this ain't one of them, and if it is, I hope I avoid it. We'll crouch in here first. place. I'm not gonna scour this cave for loot, as much as I'd like to. I will check this backpack, but... We're resting before we leave here anyway. This looks to me like a very strong contender for the transition cave we were looking for. Don't want to miss this. I did bring the flares. Yes, I did. We have a lot of them. But they go fast. When you're just walking with one in your hand all the time, trying to avoid those wolves. We need to rest here. We can eat really dangerous stuff right now, since we do need 10 hours of rest. I'll research that book for as long as I can, just to pass more time.
Something's making me feel tired.
Alright. We were able to research it for 2 hours before it became too dark to read. Okay. Alright. Let's see how long. We've been recording for 3 hours, 42 minutes so far. Hopefully I'll be able to get in there and get out by 4 hours, 30 minutes or so.
Dying from starvation.
And hopefully I don't die in the attempt, right? That's my chief concern. Now, the time of day isn't ideal. Let's see if we can finish that research so that we can get to the afternoon and evening hours.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Alright, we got a new fire starting level. And now this book is a little more than fire fuel to us. And it's a good time of day to start this walk.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Now, something I often struggle with is on my way back out of Blackrock, I struggle to find this cave. So I'm gonna have to really take a mental note of the landmarks nearby. So we have to climb these things. Oh god, Timberwolves already. And I don't know if I have to go left or right, which kind of sucks. And they're not going to leave me alone once they see me, but there is a trailer over there that I can get into to run away. Screw these things, man. Oh shit. Oh my god. Alright. We gotta run. Oh, we're against the fucking wind. Up here. Up here. Come on. Ah. You sons of bitches. As you can see, even these guys have pathing issues. Oh my god. Alright, let's get down and make a break for this trailer. Oh god. Son of a bitch. Go!
Cold is making my head feel so hungry.
Alright, we made it to the trailer. But like I said, I don't even know if it's a left turn or a right turn once we get to that road. I think it's a left turn. Like, I think we're supposed to pass this trailer, but I'm not 100%. Hopefully after we have a little nap, they'll be gone from here and they won't be harassing us anymore. I mean, we slept for 2 hours, right? They gotta be bored by now. We got through that without using a flare. I'm at least happy about that. Yeah, this isn't about looting right now, not really. Let's crouch before going out there. Alright, they don't currently know where I am, but I need to have a torch ready. And I didn't have a very good chance to actually observe my surroundings when I came down, so... I think we go this way. But if not, we'll turn around. The best we can do is just make a judgment call and go with it. Oh, son of a bitch. I hate this region. And I hate my inexperience in it. Alright. Oh, this sucks. And these flares really don't last very long, the marine ones. The mine is that way. But I think we're going the correct way to get to the penitentiary. It won't attack me, I think, as long as I have this flare in hand. That's not a shelter, not really. Ravenous bastards. Another marine flare. That's exactly why I wanted to check inside these trucks. We need all the flares we can get. We can't pass up an opportunity to find another. Okay, let's unload this spent one. And let's go. Maybe I should have passed time and rested in there to get stamina back, but I didn't think of it. Looks like the wind is probably going to be against us for this entire walk, so we'll get less use out of our flares because of it. And we could have took Blizzard Walker too, but I didn't want to use any feats. It adds to the challenge of the run. I'm just not satisfied unless I'm getting myself killed nearly, right? Screw these things, man. Penitentiary down or up? We'll go this way. Oh great, a blizzard. That's exactly what we need. We gotta use a good torch. A good flare. Ah! Bastard. Penitentiary that way. Alright, we've taken a wrong turn. Let's go. I guess the flare isn't 100% if you run into them. Let's go. At least the wind is at our back now. Wait. Get away. We can't take a wrong turn. So we came from that way. We went down there. We have to go this way. Alright. Get the hell away from me. I hope we're almost there. Not that the danger stops when we get there, but... We're almost there. God, these road flares are so much better. Alright, let's go. We have to continue on. I think we repaired all of our clothing, huh? We have to treat our infection risk once we get there. God damn. Here we are, Blackrock Penitentiary. We've made it here. The danger's only just begun. There's more wolves here than there are snowflakes, for fuck's sake. Alright. Safe haven. More or less. Oh my. Alright, let's use this flare to start a fire. We're out of that blizzard, and the Timberwolves won't be a problem until we leave Blackrock Penitentiary. From here on out, our risk is regular wolves that enter a struggle and fuck you up and nearly kill you, just individually. Which doesn't give me much comfort, but we're out of the blizzard. Could be worse. And if we find a flare gun here, oh buddy, I will be so happy. We still have 1 flare and 3 marine flares for the way back, so I'm at least secure in that. We have a good amount. Now, while we boil water, let's prepare more rose hips for tea. Next time we sleep, we're gonna want to sleep in a real bed. Because the amount of condition that you get back while sleeping is determined by the quality of the bed you're sleeping in. Okay. Now, I may struggle to find my way around, so we're gonna put these in the flask, keep them warm. I'm not used to this prison. I'm not experienced with it. Not as experienced as I'd like to be. Certainly not as experienced as I am with the rest of the game. Anyway, these torches are going out the second we step out of there. Maybe let's get some sleep here. Alright, we'll pass time instead. Fuck it, we gotta go. I don't like the limited visibility that we're gonna have, but... we don't really have much of a choice. We got a sign there. It looks like everything is that way. We'll search the front entrance, and then we'll go that way. It doesn't look like we can do anything here. Alright, let's go. We have to go to the staff quarters or whatever. Exit. Guardhouse. Infirmary, mate. Well, 3 to 1. I think the guard quarters might be where we just came from. God damn it. Okay.
Can't feel my hands.
I don't think this is the way. I got a feeling. Look here first. It's at least warm. Oh, yeah. Fucking infection risk. Oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't forget about that. Okay. No infection risk remaining. Very good. Alright. Time to move to a different area and search it instead. Looks like we have to step out there. You know what? It might be wise to warm up first, but at least the blizzard's over. We'll have slightly better visibility. Son of a bitch. We can't place our bedroll here. Better visibility, yeah. Alright. Maybe we do have to go that way, but I'm not sure. I have no idea. Can't get through these gates. I better keep the lantern out, or else I might miss something obvious. boiler room. I don't think that's a part of the route. But if I can't find another way, we'll go there.
I could use this.
Damn right you could. I see nothing of interest on the bus. I think this is the next way. Oh, shit. Alright. Okay, guys, I think I know where to go. I wish I didn't have to do it at night. Certainly not while this tired, but... this is a wolf danger zone. I got a lot of wolf danger to run through here in order to get where I need to go, I think. But although it doesn't look like it, this is the way I'm supposed to go, I think. There are a lot of intersecting wolf patrol routes here. I need to be horrified in order to potentially be ready for what comes. I think this is where I go. Somewhere around here. Okay. Let's get inside, wherever we can. Alright. We can rest in here. Hopefully there's a good bed. Looks like it. You can hear them howling at all times of the day here. Gonna need this.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay. We'll finish exploring this shit, and then we'll get some sleep. We still haven't gotten through the most dangerous part yet. And we have to backtrack through it when we're done, sadly. This place is so expansive. I don't think there's anything for me up here. Alright. Six hours of sleep. Just about. Okay. We'll get more health back here than usual. The sleeping bag gives you less condition. Another blizzard.
My life.
This area is savage. Alright. We may have to do that rope climb over there in order to progress to the next stage of this place. I don't remember and I'm not sure, but we'll look upstairs first. There's wolves everywhere. You can hear them. I'm not seeing a place that I should go.
My fingers feel numb.
I can't enter this window. I'm not seeing a vent either that I can sort of crawl into.
Damn. I'm freezing.
Warm up and pass time.
Die if I don't get some foods.
It's quick as far as rope climbs go. Can't get in there. Alright, looks like this place is a whole lot of nothing. I won't even bother with the coffee. Okay. I wonder. I may actually have to continue
Find someplace
this
to
way.
escape this cold.
Yes, this looks right to me. This area is dangerous.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up again.
Although I recall encountering far more wolves on this route than I currently have. Since it's a blizzard, they might not be around to hurt me. This blizzard is a
Gotta
blessing
eat
in
soon.
disguise. Okay, I think this is the right way. I've even seen wolves in this little yard here before. Oh, finally. A little bit of shelter from the elements.
I think I can
Matches.
use this.
I know I don't need all those, but I'm just gonna pick them up until I'm forced to drop them. These containers might seem pointless, but we found 12 matches in one of those desk drawers. That's why you have to check everything. Herbal tea. See, I should be able to take that baseball bat and just fucking slugfest those wolves. That'd be great. I know that we're getting close. We're definitely getting close to the vest's location. I remember this enough to know that. Let's try the staircase over here. Alright. At the end of this area, that's where we find it. I know that. Our lantern is low, but we have a 100% torch that we can use in the event we run out of fuel. That blizzard was actually very lucky. The spawns could have been a lot worse. But there's always the way back that can kill us, right? Let's put this out while we loot these containers. We don't need to waste the fuel.
This stuff will come in handy.
Another bedroll. Can scrap it for 10 cloth, I think. We could crouch under here, or we can go over the table and get to the same place. We'll go over the table. I think. No, that just leads us to that dead end. Alright. Barricaded. We may as well not spend the fuel. We can use our bedroll to get through here. I think that's the exit right there. Better keep my eyes peeled. Because that vest might not be the only piece of valuable loot to be found here. Lantern fuel down there. We need that right now.
Now we're cooking with gas.
%100 torch. It's not bad. That's weird. Oh, there we go. Scout the perimeter, huh? The wolves definitely got to them. Wool toque, emergency stim, look at that. Still no flare gun. Oh, bullet holes. There's probably some means of opening these doors, like an aurora or something. got it, guys. We got the vest. Reduces our movement speed, but
Feels like a lot of gear.
40%. Oh my god. So we lose, like, pretty much the bulk of our stamina, but we will be armored. Now all that's left to do is backtrack out of here. But we are too heavy to move right now. We're gonna have to shed some weight. And we got plenty of wood and stuff that we can get rid of. Let's get rid of all that. 4 of those books. The fir wood. Found a lot of meds. We have this wool toque that we don't exactly need, but we'll scrap it instead of just depositing it. 2 cans. We don't need these lower level torches anymore. Nor do we need that can of spray paint. Okay. I think that's it. We can move freely again. Our fuel supply is almost depleted. Although the road back will be dangerous, we have more flares now, and we have the vest. We're not completely fucked, are we? And we've done all of this, all of it, without the luxury of a flare gun and shells. Which I'm proud of. I've never done this stuff without the flare gun before. Now it's a matter of just going back. We have to make it to Timberwolf. And then from there, the rest of the game can begin. Our forge run can begin. We'll have to make our way back to Mystery Lake. So the next episode's gonna have a great many montages with music. Traveling montages, you know? We can jump down here, right? Yes. You hear that? Let's put this on. We may need it. Now, stamina is as full as it can be. This flare is necessary in our hand. It's the only thing that's going to repel the wolf if it comes at us. Look at that. The fact that I was able to get here without dealing with this shit is very good. Flares will stop those wolves. Alright. Close this door. There's gonna be more. We're not safe. Never safe. We have to stay on the outside.
Surrounded by snow. Nothing to drink.
Yeah, there's a lot of assholes out here. Alright. Jesus. We need another one ready, immediately. This entire area is very dangerous. What's in here? Alright. Now, the way out. Over there, that's the way out. We got what we came for. We have no reason to... Oh my god. No reason to stay here anymore. Where do we go? In here. Alright. We have to rest. Like I said, the way back from here is actually harder because I'm not 100% on where that entrance is to the cave that'll get us back to Timberwolf. But we've made it this far, there's no reason to convince ourselves we can't make it even further. Alright. Okay, we'll get some health back, and then we will begin hoofing it back to Timberwolf Mountain. I believe that the signposts leading to the mine are what we want. But, my god, I would rather not do that during the night.
Horse.
That's what sucks about this. I wish I had a book to research or something. Some meaningful way of passing the time. Maybe we can repair something. We can definitely repair our bedroll. If it's bright enough to do so. Ah, but we don't even have a sewing kit. Okay, so much for that plan. It looks like we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and make the trip. And obviously the things in here, yeah, those are cold now. Well, we have one chance and one chance only to warm those drinks up for the road. I'm gonna take it.
That did it.
Okay, that's that. We have 3 hot ones and 3 cold ones. We'll just jam them all into here. Oh wow, they all became hot when I did that. That's probably a glitch that they'll have to address, but whatever. It's not our concern right now. I wish I was getting better condition torches, but you know what? It doesn't matter much. We do have 2 100% torches to use. Now, let's only keep what we deem absolutely necessary. Oh, we'll want at least a little frivolity, right? We'll use this one to light the 34%. We'll leave it there. We have 2 more torches ready. As long as it doesn't get windy, they'll last the trip. It's quite warm out, given the time. It seems a strangely fortuitous temperature.
Getting weak.
Anyway, we're not going to equip the bulletproof vest. Our stamina matters too much right now. Oh god, I'm wearing the crampons. Let's take those off. Now, I think the torch has the same effect as the flares, where Timberwolf aggression is concerned. It will keep them at bay. But the wind can blow it out, so we have to be ready to immediately switch to our flare if that happens. Alright. Our cabin fever risk will dissipate soon. I'm very surprised it's this warm, but most of that's by virtue of how good our clothing is, because it is minus 26 outside. Ish. No sign of the Timberwolves yet. They're gonna show up anytime. I hope the weather holds. This torch can get us to the cave. If the weather holds. Those wolves aren't here right now. So maybe I will take a peek inside this little barn here.
Wonder if the owner's around.
Matches. Alright. Yes, I am grateful that I came here. And a jerry can? Beautiful. Oh, that's perfect. I have no idea where this exit is, but you know what? We're gonna head up here. I see an opening. That seems too soon, doesn't it? But then again, we did kind of climb and jump down, so this could be where we're... No. That's way too soon. Is this... So this is just a normal cave. Anything of value? Not that I can see at a glance. We have to keep moving. As of right now, the Timberwolves haven't spotted us, and we have to take advantage of that. I don't know if that's where I'm supposed to go. It could be. Trailer's over there. I think this is it. We'll head up there and see. I hope this is the exit. We got very lucky to not encounter those Timberwolves. But this isn't the exit. It must be down the road even further. This is always where I struggle. It's finding the cave after I come back. Now there's the trailer. We could rest in there so that we have some daylight. But if the wolves haven't revealed themselves yet, I don't want to sleep and... Alright, look, sadly, we need more visibility. So, we came from the left. We have to turn right in order to find our way out of here. It's important to remember that. Alright. Our cabin fever risk is quite high. Wouldn't be smart to eat that now if we can't sleep for 10 hours. But we can sleep for 6. A little more than 6. Alright, let's get some more rest, and hope we don't wake up with cabin fever, but even if we do, we have so much coal and fire fuel at the Mountaineer's hut that I wouldn't worry too much about it. We'll be okay where that's concerned. And we left 4 liters of water at the Mountaineer's hut, so we don't need to worry about running out. Okay. Let's get this flare ready. I think that's the climbing surface right there. Now, should we check out this mine before we go? Alright, you know what I'll do? As long as we haven't encountered the Timberwolves, I'll take a brief excursion down this road, but I don't know what I can get there, and I'm not too interested in it. So, we'll see where this road takes us briefly. Nothing in there. Nothing. Okay. I see a cabin, I gotta check it out. I've never seen that cabin before, though. I've never endeavored to actually explore this region to any capacity. Not once in my life. It looks like a mountaineer's hut. In fact, it is. It's a copy and paste, except there's a dock around it. You can even tell by the hole in the roof. It's designed slightly different.
Never felt so cold in my life.
I suppose the implication is that the same carpenter built both. Let's go with that. Sewing kit. Matches. It's not too warm in here. But it is warm.
Could end up being useful.
That should be... The weather changed. Now, I know there's a mine around here. I know there's probably more loot, but I'm gonna get out of here. I don't have a bow, I don't have a hatchet, I don't have a knife. This is not the game stage where I'm comfortable exploring new territories and visiting new places yet. We've been very deliberate about our direction so far, and that's served us well. At least those wolves never came back, but it's not too late to encounter them. Let's make sure we're ready if we do. Now, our climb will be somewhere near here. There it is. That's our way out. Oh, I can smell dinner. I've been fasting all day. I haven't eaten a single bite of food. I've just had water and coffee. I'm starving. Well, no, I'd have to go without eating for another few weeks to actually starve, but you know what I mean. Alright. Oh, we've escaped Blackrock region. Now, yeah, 4 hours, 44 minutes, so... Alright, I'm gonna get us home and I'm gonna end this recording. It'll be a quick travel for you guys. Lengthier for me. But we gotta get this episode wrapped up, so I'm gonna edit pretty much the entire way back home out of the video. Unless something happens that you absolutely have to see. Like my death. Alright, I scrapped that windbreaker, scrapped our low-condition torch, and repaired our bedroll, so it's at 100% now. Now, onward back home. Now, we do need sleep, but we have to sleep outside. Our cabin fever risk is way too high. So, I will not be sleeping in an interior location until I've slept in an exterior one. Alright, there's an interior cave location over here. I must get to it. The weather is turning.
Feel numb.
For the worse. If we can get there, start a fire, and sleep away our cabin fever risk, then we can head home without anything to worry about. We may not even need to start a fire, but we can't sleep for the full 10 hours in a row. That much is certain. We're gonna have to break it up in 2-hour chunks. This is how you manage cabin fever. Find your nearest cave, go to the back, and you pass some time. It's the last of our water.
I'll die if I don't get some food soon.
Our cabin fever risk is completely gone. Let's get back home. There are 2 wolves patrolling the route to our home. Our vest is on, but we're very encumbered. If we get seen, I may have to just put a torch in my hands. Alright guys, I finally made it home. Oh, one of many. Anyway, we got a lot done today. We gathered a shitload of maple saplings, birch saplings, matches. Honestly, guys, we did the Timberwolf climb, the Ash Canyon climb, and Blackrock. We did all of it in one episode. Got so much done. So in the next episode, it's going to be time to head back to Mystery Lake where it all started, and then it's Forlorn Muskeg in order to do our forge run. We're going to produce hatchets, knives, arrows, as many as possible, and then carry them home. Yes, the rest of the game can finally begin, the exploratory part. And with this vest, and our tactical pack, we'll be able to get quite a lot done. Alright guys, thank you so much for sharing this adventure with me. It means the world to me, and I hope that you're getting ideas for your own adventure too, in the future. Don't forget to check the pinned comment down below for the word of the day and a health cookie, and I will see you in the next one. I'm going to organize my base off camera, I'm going to make sure that our inventory is ready to go, and we will pick things up here on the morning of tomorrow, which is what? On the morning of day 29. Alright, guys. Rock on, take care, and peace out. I'll see you in the next one.